You'll never guess what day it is. Moving day. Here we go again.
What's up, guys? So, we just got some news.
Front page news.
Extra, extra, read all about it. So guys, what am I saying? Do you want me to like...
You see the title of this video.
Yeah, you clicked on it.
You're confused.
We're confused. This is crazy. This has been a wild ride. The last kind of 8 months has just been pretty crazy. I've been really trying to figure out how to lead our family well. From a biblical perspective, I want to be the best leader I can be. I want to provide for her. I want to provide, not, you know, for her, myself, also for Clifford and our future family. Long story short, we're coming back.
To the beach.
We're coming back to the beach, baby. We're coming back to live in Savannah. We missed it. This is it. We're coming back. Things have been a whirlwind in the last 8 months. We just found out we got approved for our apartment, and we found out also some good news that the apartment where we're at makes it just a little bit easier, some weight off of our shoulders.
For 2 months straight, for me, it has felt like doors have been cemented shut.
Right.
Cement, how do you say that word? Cemented?
Yeah.
Cemented shut.
Just locked in.
But since we started going this direction, have been flying open, and it's just cool.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it just shows how God works. And put your faith in him, trust in him, and his plan is always better than ours. And yeah, stay tuned. We got a lot coming. So. Moving day, folks.
Good morning, everybody. We just woke up. Spencer just got the U-Haul, and today is like actually the moving day. Yesterday sucked.
Yesterday sucked because we had a million things to do, and we got a much later start than we expected, so we kind of put us back. But we pushed through.
My car died.
Yeah, her car died. But we think we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah. So yesterday's labor. This is the result. Oh my word. Okay. We gotta pack this all up in a U-Haul, and then we're gonna spend the night at Spencer's parents tonight, and then we will be off after that. Good morning, kisses! Almost there.
We did it, guys.
We did it. In 5 hours, we packed up.
We made it work.
I feel like I was just doing this.
Hey, see
Do you remember that one shot? We did it! Okay, now we're leaving soon and driving to Spencer's parents for the night. We just made it to Savannah, and it was pouring the whole way. It was quite the ride. It actually went pretty fast though, I will say. But we are just picking up our keys, and then we're moving back in. So yeah, I don't think we have anything out yet saying like why we're back here and stuff, but I'm sure we'll make something after we get settled and stuff. Actually, I decided that while I'm just sitting here waiting for the keys, I'll start to tell kind of the story as to why we're right back in the same place as we were. So, I don't even know where to start. I'll try to give the detailed version because the details are important. We both loved Savannah, and we loved where we were at. We loved our jobs, we loved our occupations in and of itself. But my job, I can go anywhere. Spencer, he loved being a firefighter, but all of his family is in the film business, and they have been for years over in Atlanta. And so he kind of got a opportunity to start on a show, and he was sad to leave the fire department, but thought that maybe one day down the road he could incorporate it in his everyday life, and kind of chose to go forward in the film business in Atlanta and start on some shows. And this was back in August, and it's now April. He started on the shows. I stayed here and finished out our lease literally at this same apartment. And then as soon as our lease was done in December, January or something, I moved to Atlanta to be with him, obviously, because that's what you're supposed to do when you're married. So I moved there, and moving's hard. This is my 4th city in 5 years, and like my 8th move within that or something. So it's an adjustment no matter where you go, and it's not really that I was looking for an easy time or a smooth transition by any means. I was kind of expecting it to be complicated and definitely an adjustment, but when I tell you that more doors were slammed in my face than ever before, it was crazy. It was a low month. February and March sucked for me, or February specifically was really hard for me just emotionally, and I didn't really feel like God was helping me out much. I felt I was kind of on my own, and there was lots of tears and confusion and waiting and just a whole bunch of stuff. I was reminded about how the Israelites wandered and they didn't know what the heck God was doing, and they were doubting him. And I saw the full picture reading the story. I saw how my opinion was that they sounded so silly for doubting God, for doubting his direction, doubting his plan in their lives. But yeah, I was doing the same thing. When I couldn't find my answers, when I felt like I was wandering in the wilderness, I really tried hard not to doubt God and just still have confidence in him. And so yeah, February was a really hard month for me, and I just kept trying to find a job. I kept running into closed doors like never before. It was really odd. And all while this was happening, Spencer, he just kind of finally admitted that he missed being a firefighter. And I mean, that was my response. I didn't really know what to say, because as a wife, you want to be supportive of what your husband loves and wants to do, but you also just moved across the state. We were kind of at a crossroads, and Spencer's the type of person, he's very steady. If he says something, he means it. If he expresses the desire to do something, he means it. And so when he brought that up to me, I took it pretty seriously. And it's not that he didn't like the film business, it's just not his passion, and he knew that going into that. But then he got a perspective, and I'll let him share his side too, but he got a perspective of how good we had it here, and how much loving your job and having your job as your passion is such a unique thing and such a gift from God. And he just has an overall more contentment. I can just tell that he is so much more thankful for the life here in Savannah that was given, and now that we have again, thankfully. And so that was when he took the few days and he fasted, and he just got really close to God and tried to hear his voice, tried to hear direction, tried to make the right move, because apparently, like, it looks like we made the wrong move. And he just really quieted his surroundings and tried to lean into God and seek his direction. And then we started pursuing potentially coming back to Savannah, sending some texts, sending some emails, just seeing if it was even an option. Because yeah, when you leave a place, everybody says you're always welcome back, but is that actually gonna happen? You don't really know until you try. We both individually reached out to our workplaces and the apartment, and doors just flung open. They just flew wide open. And from when our apartment was available to his exact position at the exact station he left to my exact station at my job that I left, just so many things lined up so perfectly. And it was just a lot of confirmation at the end of the day. And then on top of that, just on a practical level, we learned that if we got out within the 90 days, we didn't have to break our lease and we didn't have to pay the penalty fee. So then the sooner we got out, the better. That's why it was so fast. And I know a lot of people are thinking, you guys didn't even give it a shot. And we didn't really give it a shot, like I know that. But we also learned so much as far as what we have here. When we had the option of staying here and building our life here, planting our roots here, or going to a different career in a new city, we chose the option that required less faith. We chose the option that provided more financially, that provided safety, that provided success, I guess you could say. And when providing the option, God had no room to work. And staying here in Savannah, we don't really know what our future looks like, but that requires so much more faith. And I just do believe that that is what God wants us to do, is to lean into him. And he put us here for a reason and to do his work. And yes, we have free will, but he also does things intentionally. And I feel like our placement here was definitely intentional. And now I just really need to pray my nomadic tendencies away, because as soon as I got out of my hometown, I was like, where can I go? Let me fly, let me go. And it's been fun, but it's also expensive, and I also need to settle down at some point. This is the point. Yeah, it's all kind of a developing story, I guess you could say still. We still have a lot of questions as to why this is how it happened, but I will say I am thankful for the months that I had off just to kind of quiet my surroundings. I really got to dive deeper into my Bible and have a much lengthier, quieter time than I ever would have on a typical work week. Me and Spencer's marriage definitely got to like the rockiest places and some of the best places at the same time, which I think is important. It doesn't feel like a mistake. It doesn't feel like a mistake that we went there and came back. And that's kind of what I was worried about, that I would feel like we just wasted all this time and wasted all this money. But I am just thankful to be back, because I love Savannah and I had nothing wrong with it in the first place. But like I said, I'm always down for an adventure. So sorry for the whiplash, but that's kind of the story. So we'll check back in later when things are getting situated.
Welcome back.
I like being up. Yeah, it's so perfect. Besides the ground. We're getting that fixed.
Yeah, baby, do you like the color? We have our comfy little corner still, our spice cabinet.
Oh my word! I love being up. There's so much more light.
I know. We get natural light better on this side.
So much better. I'm gonna get a flash of This is my favorite apartment I think we've had. Tell us how you feel, what you're doing.
I feel great. We're eating our first meal in our new apartment.
Picnic style.
Picnic style. And what other than Jersey Mike's?
Yeah. We just took a little intermission. I took a shower. I pretended like it was 7 a.m. because I needed just to like refresh. He got food because I knew he was gonna get hangry. We're pressing restart and then we're packing after that.
Unpacking.
Well, yeah, unpacking. It's about 8 hours later. I'm gonna show you quick what we got so far, and tomorrow we'll get the final stuff all in. But we made really good progress today. It was by far the easiest move. This is what we got so far. So tomorrow we basically just have a lot of organizing to do, and we will chat tomorrow. Good morning. We're going on a walk to Starbucks. time I went to the Starbucks, I was like, I mean, I still think it's so cool. But I thought it was the coolest thing.
Yep, I remember you saying that.
Hey, hey, hey. The last 2 days we've
Hey,
Look at the batteries going. The last 2 days we've been moving, and today we've been having more fun. This morning we went to Starbucks, and
so fun.
And now we're at the beach.
Yeah.
We're gonna go for a little beach walk, even though it's really chilly and windy, but the sun's still shining and I'm excited. So we're gonna go for a beach walk, but I'm not gonna take the camera because it's gonna die, so enjoy this iPhone footage.